Hi everyone, Stepan here. I'm waiting to get another training game in 15+10. So if you've seen my previous videos recently, you'll know that I've been playing training games and I won last 7 games, maybe even 8. I'm really happy, but it's mainly because my opponents made serious blunders. It may seem like a great run, but most of the games are just weird. Like yesterday my opponent hung a pawn for no reason. In any case, I hope to get a good game in today. It's actually, I'm worried that I'm going to break the streak, so I hope I do well. Okay, it may take some time to get the game in, and my laptop seems to be overheating again. I really don't know what to do. If any of you guys knows anything about those coolers that you put under the laptop, I would appreciate it. I know nothing about them, and I actually don't understand how they work. Do they have extra fans underneath or something? That's just something I was thinking about, because it's 30 plus in Croatia, even in the morning. It's 9 o'clock in the morning now. And I don't know if you can hear this through the microphone, but my laptop starts making noises as soon as I do something out of the ordinary, like recording. Yeah, one more thing while we wait. I wanted to ask you guys, I plan to continue theory, finally, recording theory, and I also plan to do more videos with certain players playing games in a certain opening. Like I did with Alireza Firuza's Karo Khan, I plan to do Anatoly Karapov's Karo Khan games. Then I was, okay, we have a game. I was thinking I could do Simon Williams's Dutch games. But yeah, I would like to know what you think about that concept of, let me just check the sound. If one player playing a certain opening is a fun video for you, because I thought that would be pretty instructive. Okay, I'm playing the Semislav. Okay, he plays the slow or the quiet variation, which just prevents some of the mainline stuff with DC. Okay, I'm just going to play knight f6. Now, if he plays knight f3 here, then bishop f5 is a good move. If he plays knight c3, then bishop f5 is risky, because he can play cd, cd, and queen b3. Yeah, he plays knight c3. Now, e6 is the main move, and this is what I usually play. Okay, now knight f3. Now we are in a normal Meran position where bishop d3 or queen c2 can be played. But he could also take, though. I mean, even though taking now, going into an exchange queen's gambit is weird after e3. Yeah, he just goes in for the main line Meran. We might actually see some theory in this video, depending on where the bishop goes. Bishop e2 is the weirdest move, which I have. Okay. Now bishop b3, I go b4 straight away. If the knight goes to a4, I have bishop a6 preventing castling. Okay, this is a very well-known mistake, where after bishop a6, white cannot castle. This is actually a theoretical, not a theoretical mistake, but it's a well-known mistake which players with white often make. Now, he moved his bishop once, twice, 3 times. I moved my bishop once, and in order to castle, he's going to have to play queen c2 and bishop c4. So this is, yeah, so now he goes for this, which really isn't a good plan, wastes a ton of time. Now, can I do something against that? I cannot go knight b6, preventing bishop c4, because he takes on c6 with check. Okay, I could play rook c8, which is a normal move. I could also play queen c7. I could play... Can I play queen a5? I'm not too familiar with this position. I know that knight a4 is a mistake and that you play bishop a6, but I've never actually faced it in a serious game, which wasn't blitz. I think rook c8 is normal here. I'm just looking at queen a5 and trying to justify it in my mind, but I don't think there's any justification to that, so I will just go rook c8, developing a piece, and he will have to go bishop c4 here, where I could play queen a5 there, still preventing him from castling. He doesn't have knight c5. He doesn't have a good knight e5, I think. Yeah, okay, bishop c4 is normal. Now the only thing I have to decide is whether I go queen a5 or takes. Now I'm not sure I want to take. I kind of like queen a5. Queen a5, if he goes b3, how useful is queen a5? And if I take, he takes, I can go bishop d6. He castles, I castle. He plays bishop d2. I can play a5 defending the pawn. But then he plays rook c1, putting pressure on c6. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm not sure I want to take. So let's look at this again. Bishop c4, queen c4, bishop d6, bishop d2, a5, castles, castles, rook c1. How can I defend? Yeah, okay, for now the knight is still hanging, so... Yeah, but once I've played a5 it doesn't work. So I definitely don't like bishop c4. So again, bishop c4, queen c4, bishop d6, bishop d2, a5, castles, castles, rook c1. I don't see a good way to defend. I don't like it. I'm going to play queen a5. And also, I mean, I think it makes sense to prevent him from castling if he ever wants to take, and keep my bishop on this diagonal to at least keep his bishop pinned. And also, he cannot castle now because I take and take the knight. So he either plays b3, which may or may not be a useful move, I don't know. But at least I didn't develop his queen. So now I'll just continue with bishop d6. Maybe I could have played c5 straight away, but I want to castle first. I don't want to run into any issues on the d file. Now I need to watch out for bishop d2 and a3. Okay, he castles first. I'm just going to castle and play that quickly. Now bishop d2, a3 worries me slightly. So if he plays bishop d2, I think I'm going to play knight b6. I don't know why I'm drawing arrows. I never normally do that, but yeah, okay, bishop d2. Now, now he could be threatening a3. It's still defended, but it's not easy. But if I go knight b6, he has to go knight b6 basically, or he has to go knight b2. Well, unless I can go c5 now. c5 should be a good move now. c5. Does he have to take? c5, a3, cd4. I'm expecting ed4, because if he takes with the knight, he has absolutely no control in the center. So c5, and c5 is very thematic here. c5 takes, knight takes. Threatening knight e4 coming into the position. c5, bishop a6, queen a6. Knight c5 doesn't work. c5, a3, I take on d4, takes on a3, bishop takes on b4, excuse me, bishop b4. Does he have any good discoveries with the knight? I don't think so. But my bishop is hanging on a6. So if I go c5 and he plays a3, I need to take on c4. Because he's threatening something like knight c5, attacking the bishop on a6, and the bishop attacks the queen. So I'm going to go c5, and after a3 I think I take on c4, just to make sure I don't have any hanging pieces. For now everything is defended. I could also bail out and after a3 takes, just go queen c7 to make sure. Obviously, I'm afraid of the knight moving, the bishop being attacked, and my queen being attacked, and my bishop hanging here at some point. I don't want to allow any of that. I have 11:50, he has 14 minutes, so I'm down on the clock. Queen c7 is a good move anyway, putting pressure on h2. So a3, bishop c4. I think he plays bc4, because otherwise I just take on d4 and he's forced to take with the queen. And then I probably have bishop e5, knight e5, queen e5 with some good trades. Okay, this doesn't worry me. I mean, he gets away from the c-file, which is okay. Threatens to take the bishop, so now he cannot take with the b pawn because he undefended the knight. So this really is a mistake. So the queen was defending the knight, so he on bishop c4 he could have taken with the pawn. Now he cannot. So now he has to take with the queen, and this I feel is a blunder, because again I'm going to take on d4. So he ran away from the c-file, and now he's forced back to the c-file. So yeah, now I feel I'm better. I managed to achieve what I wanted. Has to play queen d4. And now he has to watch out for bishop e5. Now bishop e5 is scary. Let's just figure out if I have anything better. Okay, my bishop is hanging, so I need to be careful. I don't want to give up my bishop now, unless I have to. So maybe just bishop e7 is a normal move, but then he does play a3. So if I go queen d5, he cannot take on a7. That's clear. Because oh, he could take on a7 actually. Wait, queen d5, queen a7. I thought I had knight e5, and on knight e5, bishop e5 attacks the rook, attacks the bishop, but he actually has rook d1. Huh, okay. Okay, so then just bishop e7. I don't see any other options. If bishop e7, a3. Bishop e7, a3. Why am I so slow? I didn't get too much sleep last night, that's why I'm slow, but still. I want to unpin and defend my bishop, but I don't see how. But I could go knight e5. I can go knight e5, because if knight e5, queen d6, knight f3 check, gf3, I have rook d8. winning the bishop. Okay, so I can go knight e5. Knight e5, queen d6. Of course, if knight e5, then bishop e5 wins the exchange. Because he takes bishop b4, bishop d4, bishop a5, and then bishop a1 wins the exchange. So knight e5. If he takes on d6, I play knight f3 check, gf3, and rook d8. And that works. And he doesn't have any other option if he moves the knight. If he moves the knight, well, what do I do then? I could go rook d8. That seems nice. Okay, I'm going to play knight e5 and then follow it up with rook d8 if he moves the knight. So now the critical line is queen d6, knight f3 check, gf3, rook d8. Winning back the piece. No, I'm not winning back the piece. I'm not winning back the piece. I'm a moron. He has queen b4. Ugh. Oh, I'm such an idiot sometimes. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I completely forgot about queen b4. Because my rook doesn't defend my queen. Oh, I'm just a piece down for nothing. Yeah, this is just a huge blunder. This is stupid. Okay. Yeah, this is just dreadful. I don't have any moves now. I mean, I may as well resign. But why did I miss queen b4? I saw queen b4, but I thought rook d8, queen b4, rook takes bishop, because my queen defends the rook. But my rook doesn't defend my queen. Okay, I'll just go here. I'm so mad. This is similar to blunders I made in tournament games. Just stupid blunders. How can I miss that? I keep missing simple stuff. This is really simple. I mean, I missed that my rook doesn't defend my queen diagonally. Okay, I mean, I'm a piece down, but I'll try to fight on somehow. At least the knight on a4 is not a perfect piece, so I should have just played bishop e7. Yeah, there's no hope here. I'm just a bishop down. Oh. I didn't know about you, but after something like this, after I make a mistake like this, I just find it really hard to get back into the game. And I have some friends who, when they play tournament chess and they blunder, not like this, smaller or lesser blunders, but still blunders, they're able to fight and very often get back into the game because they're still trying to win. And I find it very hard to come back. Psychologically, that is. So now I'll try to fight that. I already did it once, like 5 games ago. I was completely losing and I managed to win the game, so I'll try to do that again. It's way more unlikely here because I'm a piece down. And I'm down on the clock. But I will fight on. Also, by the way, he had bishop b4 in that position, not just queen b4, so I missed 2 things. Yeah, this is probably a good move. So I have to decline the rook trade, I cannot trade rooks. Now he has queen c5 and I have to go queen a6. His rook c5. Okay. So if I take the knight, he takes my rook. So that doesn't work. Wow. This was a really good move. So I have to trade queens. Yeah, I didn't see this. Ugh. I don't think there's a way to complicate this. I think I'm just losing. I mean, I am just losing, of course I am, but I was trying to look for some swindling chances. There are none. Yeah, okay, I have to take the queen. I don't have any other move. Everything else loses even more material. What now? I don't even know. I'll just try to activate. Not blunder mate, hopefully, but at least take the c-file. This pawn is irrelevant. I mean, I'm a piece down. 1 pawn doesn't matter. I will fight on. I mean, of course this is resignable, but I'm gonna fight on. Ugh, it's just a dreadful blunder. Oh, I haven't blundered like that in a long time. Just losing a piece. Should have taken some more time. And this, it's one of those blunders which you play and then as soon as you make the move you realize you're completely lost. I don't know why that happens. That's, for me, that's completely inexplicable. Making a move that you think is good and then before your opponent refutes it, you find the refutation yourself. It's extremely irritating. By the way, I should go rook c1 again. It's just a good move. Well, actually, rook c1, rook c1. Okay, he does that. That's okay. I don't mind that. Okay, I have to try and swindle him, so I think this is the only move. Attacking the bishop. If he moves the bishop, I defend my pawn. Okay, we have some swindling chances now. If he takes the knight, that's not so easy. I have a passed pawn on the 6th rank. Okay. He should have just played rook c1, but in this position... Wait, can I go back? Okay, so here, if he plays rook c1, I can take it, bishop takes, and then I can play knight f4, and then I'm threatening mate. So I don't know what he does. He has to take, then I check. King g2 takes. Yeah, it's still not enough, I'm still lost. Okay, but now this is... Now there is something going on. This is not completely dry now. Because whatever he does, I feel like I have some chances. Obviously, this rook is out of play still, and this knight isn't playing, so... Some fighting chances. And I think knight takes... Loses straight away to pawn takes, and then once the bishop moves... Or he could give the bishop back and have a completely winning rook endgame. But if he moves the bishop away to e1, then I just push my pawn. If he moves it to c1, I push my pawn and play rook d1. So, and if he takes with the bishop, I take. The knight is still cut off, and I'm just threatening c2, rook d1. So I think if he takes with the bishop, it is lost. Unless he gives up the knight, then with knight c3. So he should probably do that, just give up 2 pieces. Yeah, I'm expecting him to just take. If he doesn't take, I think I'm winning. I think he has to take. He has to take. Yeah, okay. Okay, now, what do we do now? I have no idea what to do now. Now we're back. We're back. It's 2 pawns down, it's completely lost, but we can keep playing. How can I swindle him? I think I should get behind the pawns like this and threaten to double up on the 7th rank. So I'm just going to do that. Get behind the pawns, threaten to win one of them, because I can win. If I can win one of them, and this rook is in front of the pawn and not behind. And also now he cannot support with this rook because I have rook c2. Okay, we're back in the game. I don't believe this. This was just... I mean... Okay. Maybe I'm just losing immediately, but still. Let's fight on. It's okay, I feel I should play rook a2 just to make sure that a6 isn't possible. And now, do I play rook c2 or rook b3? Rook b3 doesn't do anything. And he wants to play rook b6 and a6. How does he make progress after rook c2? I don't know. Unless he plays rook b6, I don't see any other way. So I'll just go rook c2. I wonder what he does. Because he doesn't have a6, he doesn't have b5. Okay, he wants to go there. I can understand that. Yeah, he can actually make progress, because after a6 he can play b5, and then he play rook b7 and a7. Damn. Okay, I need another plan. I need to stop the pawns. I should have played rook b3 instead of rook c2. And now I should have played rook b2, just taking the pawn. Now I think I'm too slow. Yeah, now I'm too slow. Yeah, I messed it up. Yeah, I messed it up. I didn't see a way for him to make progress. I think I maybe had some drawing chances there. So, now he goes a6, b5, and then rook b7. So, king f8, a6, king e8, b5, king d7, rook b7, and yeah, king c6, and I'm losing. Let's see if he can really do stuff with only one rook. Let's imagine a position in which he has pushed his pawns all the way. So I go king h7, for example. a6. Let's say I do nothing. Let's say I have my king on h7, rook on b2. He plays a6, b5, rook b7, a7, b6, rook b8, and then a8 equals queen. So he can definitely do that. And I cannot stop him from doing that. Yeah, there is nothing I can do, I think. So maybe... Yeah, okay, I'm just losing. Rook a3, a6. Rook a2, b5. So I need to try and win the b pawn actually, but that's impossible, because if I go rook c3, a6, rook b3, b5, rook a b2, he goes a7 and queens. Well, maybe I can do that. I'll try to swindle him. I don't know. I have a minute on the clock, so I don't think... This is just... I just went back, as you can see. This was just a stupid move. Okay, so I'll try this. And once he plays b5, I'll go here. Ah, on a7 he has rook a6. Ah, damn. Okay. Okay, and if I go here... Maybe this works. Okay, I was lucky. I didn't see this. This is just pure luck. I only saw it now. Yeah, but he can still get behind the pawn. He can just go ace. Yeah, no, not that, not that. He should have just allowed me to take. Okay, so yeah, I have to take. Takes, and rook a1. And it's winning. Yeah, rook a1, and he wins. And I have to do this, and I'm losing. The rook is behind the pawn, so there's no way for me to do anything. But I'll still try. I actually cannot go king f5 because I need to get to the pawn quickly. Maybe I am quick enough. I'm not sure. This would be a miraculous save if I somehow managed it. This would be completely insane. need to play h5 or I'm losing too much space. I'm kind of worried about f6 because he gets in king e5. Unless I do it. I feel like I have to go f6. I don't see any other option. Now it's going to be very hard to approach the pawn, but I couldn't see what else, because if he plays king e5 I just lose. So now I'll try to create counterplay somehow by playing g5 and creating a passed h-pawn. So king c5, g5, takes, 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 push. Yeah, now he's preventing that. So I'll just wait. I mean, I don't have any other move. Cannot allow him to take on e6. He's the one who has to make progress. I know I'm losing, but still has to beat me. Okay, now he does this. Why wouldn't he do that earlier? Did he try to zugzwang me with his pawns? Because now I don't have king c7. I mean, I have king d7, king c8. So king d7, king b6, king c8. And then he plays king c6. And I lose. Yeah, this is lost, so I need to try to swindle him somehow. So g5 takes, takes, takes. Do I wait for his king to come to c6 for that? For king d7. So king d7, king b6, king c8, king c6, g5. I'll try it now because I'm losing anyway. I mean, I have to try something. So he's in time. I have to try this. I don't have anything else. Yeah, you win. Okay. Okay, yeah, I lost a piece. Let's have a look at the game. Jesus. This was just bad. I'm sorry about this game. This was blah. Blah. Yeah, this was my worst game in the series, I think, so far. Let me just expand the thing so that you can see the live book. Ugh. And also, if my opponent ever watches this, no disrespect, I should have resigned. I just wanted to try and swindle. Okay, let's see the live book. So here. Yeah, and knight a4 is a mistake because of bishop a6. Okay. Queen c2, rook c8, bishop c4. Queen a5, we're actually following a game between two 2400 players. b3. Aha, c5 straight away. Black is better with the immediate c5. Let's turn on the engine. But bishop d6 is also okay. Takes. Bishop d2, c5. Okay, everything correct. He should have played a3, as I said. He played queen d3, takes, takes. Takes is correct. Queen takes. Yeah, now I just lost a piece. Jesus. Yeah, it's just stupid. Yeah. Okay, so I had 2 inaccuracies and 1 blunder. Obviously, knight e5 is just... I just lose a piece. And this is the stupid thing I missed. I thought I had rook d8, but he actually has both queen b4 and bishop b4. On queen b4, it's a draw after queen g5? Ah, because I have a double attack. Okay, I didn't see that. And yeah, he just takes bishop b4. So... And if I go queen g5, he covers. Yeah, I mean, this is just dreadful. Let's see if I had any chances afterwards. After knight c3, I feel I had something. I didn't have anything. Yeah, it's all just over. Yeah, this endgame is completely lost. If you put the white rook on a8, it's a draw. And it's an easy draw. But with the white rook on a1, it's just losing. Yeah, sorry about this. I did what my opponents kept doing throughout the previous games. I just blundered the piece. Thank you for watching. I hope to show you a better game tomorrow. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye bye.